In this video, I'm going to talk about what it's like to shoot two-gun matches with literally zero experience beforehand. Now, it may seem odd to some people watching this who really like guns and shooting and all of those things, but I've never really been into shooting long guns. That's why almost every round I've shot through a rifle in my life has been on the clock at a match. Shooting two-gun felt like the next logical step for me. I've shot a bunch of handgun matches at this point, from Steel Challenge to USPSA, IDPA, PCSL, and Outlaw matches, so two-gun definitely seemed like the next step. But like I said, zero experience with long guns. I knew that I didn't want to shoot this type of match, but I also knew that it was a chance to exit my comfort zone, so that meant I should probably go do it. At this point, I've shot two-gun matches with my Glock 48 from concealment. I had that setup dialed in perfectly already, and I'm really comfortable with it, so that was kind of the obvious choice for me at the time. But for those who are new to the channel, until recently, I competed in matches with a Glock 48 using a Holosun 407K and Shield arms mags from an Enigma Express with Henry holsters, magazine pouches, and adapters. The rifle, though, was more tricky. We've built two rifles for me so far, one full size and extremely lightweight, and one with a short barrel and a pistol brace before the ATF decided that that was against the rules. Thanks, guys. At my first two-gun match, I was originally planning to shoot my short AR, but I tried my husband's rifle the day before my first match when we were practicing, and even though it was heavier and longer, it was somehow so much easier to shoot. So we wound up just sharing a gun for both of those matches. The rifle we shared was a KAC upper on a Centurion arms lower with a red dot, and that worked fine for both of the matches that I did. The first match that I shot was a small club match that was a lot of fun, and it did a really great job of getting my feet wet with the whole two-gun thing. The second match, though, was a little bit crazy. It was the Suespont Marauder multi-gun match, and it was a whole day match with moving targets out to 500 yards and fake helicopters.
Time 2742. Good run. Nice. Good job.
Honestly, it was a blast and the biggest match I've competed at to date. Looking back on those two-gun matches, I really have learned a lot from just trying out two-gun. First, anytime you get a chance to step outside of your comfort zone in shooting sports in general is a really valuable experience. Working through that stress is really helpful with teaching your mind and your body how to handle new experiences while also having a gun in your hand. The next thing I learned was how to be comfortable with a rifle really quick. I could have paid $500 and 1,000 rounds for a carbine class, and that could have been good too. But honestly, dare I say, I think I learned more from just doing these two matches. I actually had fun instead of feeling exhausted and getting burned out through a 2-day class. And with my rifle experience level, just getting familiarized and learning gun handling and all these crazy scenarios was more valuable than doing 10 strings at 7 yards. I also learned that being a pistol shooter actually transitions over really well to being a good rifle shooter. I could call my shots, handle the muzzle safely, engage my safety when I was on the move, and make quick hits without really any major issues. That's really cool because I don't think that being a rifle shooter necessarily transitions to being a safe and competent pistol shooter as easily. The longer range stuff, though, was completely new and kind of threw me through a bit of a loop. But other than that, most everything else kind of felt reasonably natural. The big takeaway from this for me is kind of a reminder to get out and try something new. If you have identified a kind of match that kind of scares you and makes you nervous, but you're a safe shooter, I would highly encourage you to give it a try. It's probably the best and least expensive way to learn good gun handling and marksmanship quickly, and definitely the easiest way to get used to a gun while you're under some level of stress. And if you're not into shooting matches or anything like that, if you're just kind of starting the process of wanting to maybe consider carrying a gun, maybe you're considering taking your license to carry class or taking your first ever shooting class, and you're kind of in a different place in this whole shooting journey, the same message is true for you too. Get out and try something new. I think your future self will probably thank you for it. Thanks guys for watching this week's video, and I'll see you in the next one.